Hey South, how you doing? Bear with me, I'm running late. So I am literally playing catch up right now. Um,
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're breathing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're breathing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're breathing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How you guys doing out there today? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with one of my other services. Oh, that's right. They may be down. They may be down. Oh, my normal music will be up here in a moment. My normal music will be up in a moment, I promise. My D-Live one is not connecting. Alright, give me a second. I gotta figure out why my other side is not working. Twitch is working, Mixer is working. YouNow is not working. And D-Live is broken. Oh, well, D-Live is broken. I'll have to figure that one out later. Hey, Richie, how you doing, my friend? What is good? How is everyone doing out there? And tonight, we got to talk about something a little serious. We got to talk about this situation that you may or may not be aware of on the Playroom. Oh yeah, it hit my Twitter feed. It hit my YouTube feeds. It hit my PlayStation message feeds. I'm not even going to say the name. But I am going to say that the idiot that is responsible, oh yeah, South, is really bad. The idiot that is responsible for what he admitted to. He should never, ever, and I use the word ever, be allowed to touch a Sony network, a Twitch network, a YouTube network, ever, ever, ever again. In fact, I am going to side with some people that I very often disagree with on the Playroom. I hope the bastard goes to jail for an eternity. I hope he goes to jail for the rest of his effing life. Nope, not swatting. I am not going to give this gentleman the pleasure of the name, but I'm going to tell this guy, it's idiots like you that F everything up for everybody else in the world. That's just as simple as I can put it. Thankfully, the Playroom is a very small circle. He is ostracized. He will never be part of it again. But I'm going to say, I hope he's in jail for a very, very long time. All right, now that I got that out of the way, how's everybody doing out there? How is y'all doing? What is going good? What did I miss? South was here bad mouthing it. Well, I will admit, and I was surprised South didn't do it. I saw a very, very great joke. Hello, Red. How you doing? I saw a very, very, very funny joke about Drew's situation. The good news is, because he's so small, they'll take him to the children's hospital. He'll get everything done for free. And then he'll be able to do more ads with some of his heroes, with his wrestling heroes and his sports heroes. And then maybe he can make a wish for somebody. But yeah, the guy was joking about Drew having to go to children's hospital and all this. It was a great joke, and even I had to laugh about it. Like I said, the NFL said we might be able to go 2-4 over the next 6 weeks. The Drew Brees injury, South. The Drew Brees injury. But yeah, you had the chance for a softball make fun of Drew joke, and you missed it. All right, so I got that out of the way, and I got my rant out of the way, and I'm not quite done yet ranting yet, but this is a fun rant. This is a fun rant. There are certain people that should never be allowed near a computer. Not counting the idiot we talked about, that we hinted about earlier. I swear, I got 2 calls from the office today, okay? That basically made me wonder about humanity. For those of you guys that have worked with computers and big printers, well, it was a short one spot because I am not going to go into details. You know the toners that come in the packages, right? In the black bag. And when you take them out of the black bag, they've always got that long piece of tape ribbon that's on them that says, remove this before inserting. Hey, printers won't work if you don't remove the ribbon. Turned off. I'm not even starting yet. I am not even starting yet.
Or is it this one? Or this one? We'll find out in a moment.
I'm penalizing you 25 points for not waiting for the game to start. You're getting penalized. Tuned off. um, so they took the bag, the cartridge out of the bag, opened up the slot, the printer goes in, shoved it in there, closed the printer, didn't work. Okay, you gotta think, okay, maybe this is an IT issue. So she sends the email saying, printer's not working, the ribbon on the cartridge looks like it's in the way. Ribbon on the cartridge is in the way. So I'm like, okay, this is a physical thing. I can't do it from the remote office. I send it over to local. I get a message 3 minutes later. Or actually, I am the tech that I asked to go over there. And I said, please do not tell me that this ribbon has one of those tags that says remove before using. So I don't think anything about it. 6 minutes later, he comes back. That ribbon? Please remove before using. I'm sorry. It has been a very, very busy day today, but that was the highlight of my IT assistance today. Or actually, it was one of my two highlights. Okay? Number two is very simple. Guy calls. He says, whenever my phone rings, it's not coming through the speakerphone. It's coming through the headset. So I don't always hear it because I don't have the headset on. Okay, no problem. You probably press one button. I go find the details for the button. And I'm like, all they have to do is hit this button and it's supposed to revert to speaker, headset. And I'm like, maybe it's stuck. I'm like, okay, maybe the button's stuck. It's forcing it to go to a headset. So I get a hold of my next technician, ask him to go over there, take a look. I said, it's probably something simple like a stuck button. He comes back 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later. The monitor on his computer is over the top of his phone, and it's lifted the phone handle off of the holder. I swear today needed to be one of those days. Do not call into the help desk unless you have a mental acuity today of this high. That's what I felt after those two calls. Like I said, they kind of made my day because they sort of came at the end of the day, so I got to laugh about them. But it's like, I'm rolling my eyes, and I'm laughing like crazy. Because today was actually very, very busy. I got out of the office, or I clocked out of the office at 5 o'clock, and then one of my colleagues asked me to help him something. Then one of my other colleagues asked me to help him something. Then one of my other colleagues asked me to help him with something. It was really, really, really rough today. That's all I can say. Today was one of those busy days. So I didn't have any off time to work on anything. Although I managed to work on a little something. You guys will hopefully see in a little bit. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to try to win some of these prizes? And I'm going to move the camera just a smidge. That way. Whoop. Not that far, you dummy. That way. Are you guys ready to try to win some of these prizes? I hope so, because we kind of have gone cold on giving away prizes lately. We have been having issues with nobody finding the list slots, nobody hanging around to play the big games. It's just been kind of rough for the last 2 episodes. Not counting the Saturday we took off. I think that's what did everybody in. I seriously think that's what did everybody in was Saturday just threw everybody off their game. That's what I think. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time to start the list. And I am going to check and see if D-Live is working yet. No, I don't think D-Live is working yet. Let me go check and see. No, D-Live I think is down at the moment. I think D-Live is broken at the moment. Oh well. Sorry, D-Livers, not my fault this time. Not my fault this time. Hopefully those of you guys down in Texas are staying safe. Especially down in Galveston and Houston, because, dude, 30 inches. They say is worse than Harvey right now. They say it's worse than Harvey. So you guys stay safe down there is all I can ask. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have never been here before, never been here for the list, it is time to play Family Feud without the points. Okay? What we have up in front of us is dog phrases. We have words and phrases that contain the word dog. That's it. Just dog. And all you have to do is identify the 10 phrases that we have picked on the board tonight, or the computer has picked, that contains the word dog. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, at least 4 of these I expect to go very, very, very fast. At least 4 of these I expect to. You guys still seeing me? My settings just kind of went down to 2 streams. That was weird. That was very, very weird. All right. Yeah, no, I haven't got the 4-letter word up yet. I gotta fix that. Let's get the 4-letter word up for you guys. Up, where'd you go? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So like I was saying, 4-letter words up, vaults up. Tuned Up got punished 25 points for trying to wheel before the show even started. I think I'm gonna do that from now on. You start before the list, you get penalized. Anyway, so like I was saying, for those of you that have never seen the list before, it is very simple. We have at the top dog phrases. That means we are looking for 10 words or phrases that contain the word D-O-G. Not G-O-D, not O-D-G. Can you see me? We are looking for 10 phrases that contain the word dog. And with that, The timer starts now. Restream just meant Kerputsky. Why did Restream go Kerputsky? Give me 1 minute, guys. Hello, Miss Delvikins. How you doing, beautiful? That's weird. Oh, like I said, I've already ranted today. Oh, I know, South. There are people that should be ashamed, but this was a confession. And like I said, Delv, I'm going to tell you right now, find some other service to stream off of, a PC or something. Give up the Playroom. You do the Playroom for the games, but the streams, lose them, please. I'm begging. I don't want you caught in with that mess. That's because you're my handsome boy, bros. That's because you're my handsome boy. I know you haven't been streaming lately. You'll come back to it at some point because you will miss it. Just find a PC and basically don't do the Playroom anymore. I know that sounds strange for me to say, considering how much I was an advocate of the Playroom. But it's gotten to the point where the personalities on there cannot be saved. I remember the good old days when it was like you had me, you had Nerdy, you had Jekyll, you had Moneymaker's kind of on the cusp. You had WCIS, you had Liquid Lola, you had Pooh and Spaceman Steve, Fuzzy and Pooh. I will even include Delic in there. Yeah, but Ron has long left the Playroom Red, so you had Twisted. We pushed the envelope. Yes, no argument there. We pushed the envelope, and you guys have all heard about the issues that Twitch has been going through lately with some of their people, right? Like the one girl that got banned because she did a Chun-Li cosplay on stream. No, I won't even blame YouTube for that. I will not even blame YouTube for this one. But if you guys know the Playroom, and you know our usual group of people that were on the Playroom, you guys will know what to look for. Like I said, there were certain people I gave up on. There were certain people I gave up on as being good influences on the Playroom. And I won't say who. There was one I tried, and it just wasn't going to ever work. But when you get the admission you got today, or yesterday, get off of that service. Sony, you had a great thing going. You had a great thing going, but it has run its course. I was one of the people, I backed the Playroom. I was kind of like Moneymaker. It's like, the Playroom isn't dying, the Playroom isn't going anywhere. The Playroom will survive. After the last two that I remember, it ain't gonna survive. Now, I still had a little bit of hope because there were a couple of people like Canadian 420. And again, I'm not a pot smoker, but I don't have anything against pot smokers. King NorCal held out as long as he could. Like I said, you guys know why I left. You guys know why I left. Riff Raff was one of the good ones. I haven't caught any of Riff Raff's Twitch stuff yet. Has he changed anything? I need to catch something of Riff Raff's. So you had Riff Raff, Jelly Jungle, Betty Boop, because Betty Boop and Iron Knight, they still did the Playroom occasionally. Chrissy Minx. Wow, that took a while. I thought that one was going to come off early. I really thought that one was going to come off early. I'm going to say number 4 will not be gotten tonight. 4 and 10. I'm going to say 4 and 10 do not get gotten tonight. You guys can prove me wrong. But of this list, I think they're all catchable except 4 and 10. So, in terms of what I've been doing, or in the process of doing, I am kind of working on some of the intermission stuff. They may turn into like little mini competition games. I haven't decided yet. And we'll probably try to show one of them off tonight. We'll try to show one of them off tonight. Because if you were here Tuesday, you saw me working on the 3 to 7s. I think I have 3 to 7 working. So 3 to 7, I think, is good to go. I just got done working on the silicrostics. It looks a little better, in my opinion. You guys will have to let me know tonight. In addition, I got to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Spock, who finally got on the Discord channel. And yes, it is not designed like all the other Discord channels were designed, Spock. Spock was kind enough to post some of his winnings and some of his other collections on the Discord channel. I still don't know why it never worked every time I gave you the link, because I literally copied it right out of the invite. So if you guys, and that goes for Delph, Tuned Off, Bros, Red, if you guys ever get packages, I would like you guys to post them on the Discord channel. Like I said, last night I was going to do some testing on the Discord channel, but I was literally worn out from Tuesday and Wednesday, so I couldn't do any testing last night. So I apologize, Spock. I probably should have done some testing with you, just to see if we could have gotten the voice channels working. All right, come on, give me my box. Give me my box back. I need my box so I can see where my... There we go. So I can see which ones I got left. Yeah, unfortunately, D-Live is not working with Restream tonight. Oh, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dogs. That's actually in the list, or in the file. It just didn't make the list tonight. Hopefully tonight we'll manage to get a large game. I got a feeling I'm going to have to go back to doing some open games to get everybody to participate. I don't wanna, but I got a funny feeling. I don't want to, but I got a feeling I'm going to have to. And I have no idea what I have for open games ready tonight. We're going to, like I said, we're going to show off some of the intermission stuff, I hope. Speaking of intermission stuff, I need to open the What's My Line file, just so it's open and ready to go. So yeah, like I said, guys, I still think number 4 and number 10 you guys will not get tonight. Number 4 and number 10 I think will get you guys. 6 and 8 I think you guys can get. 6 and 8 I think you guys can get. You know, the other funny thing is, I haven't gotten my package back from Aaron. So I'm wondering if he paid his VAT tax. And the funny thing is, I've still got a box I've still got to send to him. I haven't loaded it up yet because I'm still mad at him. But I am considering it. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys visit the Discord. Look for the Streamerverse. I did notice Twitch kind of brought back their teams label. I'm wondering if I should start, if I should try to bring back the teams label for us, just to see if that will rebuild the community. Speaking of community, where's Angela? Where's my middle mogwai, my giggle monster? I wanted to congratulate her and make fun of her at the same time, because she's on Twitch or on Twitter, and she made a comment that she got transferred to the worst performing department in the company. And I'm like, you know what that means, right, Angela? That means they're going to trust you to turn it around. They're gonna. That's what. That's why they put her on there. It's like, because we know that she's going to turn that entire department around. And then she'll be the big girl on campus. Like I said, I'm still kind of mad. I don't get why D-Live is being a pain in the butt. And like I said, I knew they were doing some blockchain work. But for whatever reason, Restream and D-Live are not talking. Yep, they're going to work her like a dog, and she's going to prove to them that dog got some bite to her. So, other than my little mini rant, am I making fun of my coworkers? What's going on in y'all's world? Now, I do have to complain about one other streamer before I forget. Very, I love you, dude, but kissing up to a girl that got banned wrongly, admittedly, that just, it kind of smelled like desperation. And you are better than that. You are much, much better than that. Like I said, for those of you guys that don't know, there was a young lady that got banned because she had done a Chun-Li cosplay. She had done a Chun-Li cosplay, and she had gotten banned because it was quote-unquote too adult-oriented. And everybody came to her defense, and understandably so. But you are your own personality. Okay? You do not have to define an entire stream to try to get this lady up to X number of followers or whatever. It was a nice thought in theory, but at some point it felt like it was, yes, she'd been banned for doing Killer Instinct, which was a mistake. But she has always done cosplay. Always. I've watched her once or twice. And I have seen cosplay body painters that have done worse in terms of what they showed off. And it's like, there is nothing in the terms of service that says you cannot do cosplay. And it felt like there were people that were like pushing her intentionally to spite Twitch. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. There's two things I have learned, okay, over the streaming services, okay? One of them was when D Live first formed, again, I got to use D Live, and I'm going to use the Mixer one as well here in a second. Okay? When D Live brought in PewDiePie, they plugged him left and right, right and left, left and right. They'd forgotten about everybody else. That was the thing. And everybody was not happy about it. Ah, damn you, Tune. Damn. I did not think anybody was going to get number 10. I did not think anybody was going to get number 10. All right, so that still leaves number 4. I still don't think anybody's getting 4. And I'm sitting there watching one of the chat streams on D Live, and the guy is literally promoting D Live for pushing PewDiePie. And I'm thinking about, I was like, you really don't need to do this. He doesn't need anybody pushing him. And then he said something that was absolutely brilliant on D Live. He said, picture all these people that come to that streaming service. In this case, like I said, D Live. And they talk about, and PewDiePie brings in all his followers. What's the first thing they're going to do when his stream ends? Are they going to shut off the computer? Are they going to shut off D Live? No. They're going to go look at a couple of other people just to look. And all they see is somebody griping about D Live and PewDiePie. Well, if you were a fan of PewDiePie, you came in because of PewDiePie here. Now you got streamers that were bitching about it. Well, if you're bitching about what I'm a fan of, why do I care to watch you? And it was like a light bulb went off. It was like a light bulb went off for me. At that point, it's like, yeah, I'll knock a service for over pushing somebody, or I'll knock a service for, or I will say something about a streamer that's, and this goes back to Very. You see what Spock was talking about on the Discord. What was Spock talking about on the Discord? Let me take a look. Oh, I see you got Hogan inflated. I see you got Hogan inflated. Because Spock had said he had Hogan out and he was trying to de-wrinkle him before he inflated him. And I kind of realized it's like for a while I was doing the same thing. It was like, all right, and it was like, just remember the rest of us. No, well, I thought you said he still had the wrinkles out for him. I thought you said you were still trying to de-wrinkle him. Is not working for you either. All right, give me a minute. Bros, I thought you were already in there at one point.
Shows you one half of the question. For $10,000 in a brand
All right, try that one, bros.
Answer is.
If it came through, I don't even know if it. Oh,
And here's your host.
try that one. It's only good for a day. Give me a minute. I'm going to do something because Restream has acted up a little bit.
America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Tyler.
Give me a second.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you can have the time of your life playing against time for big time prizes, where it's always nice to be introduced by Bird Bennett.
There. Now you should go through.
Hello there, how are you? Good evening. Welcome back to our show. I hope we get a chance to meet them after the show.
He's going to run about 4 or 5 times, so I apologize. All right, so where was I? Yeah, I thought you said you were like you had him out to like de-wrinkling before you were going to inflate him, Spot. All right, so we are still looking for 3 last dog phrases, and I'm shocked number 8 has not come off. I don't think 8 is that hard. 6 I don't think is really hard. 4 I think is tough. So like I said, I get promoting a streamer that's coming back from a ban, but doing an entire show around this, it just felt like you were desperate to get people in that said, I support X, so come see me, and then we will watch Y or X together tomorrow or today. Now, like I said, I think they were wrong for banning her in the first place. I really, really do. I think they were wrong for banning her in the first place. She did nothing really that broke terms of service. Although you could argue the first cosplay was close. But somehow that just seemed wrong. Now here's my second complaint, and this is about people that have been streaming on Twitch until one of their favorites moves to another service. And we all know I'm talking about Ninja moving to Mixer. Just because somebody moved, try that, Sal. Well, what happened was, as you guys know, Ninja's contract with Twitch ran out. He was actually under contract with them. So as his contract was running out, he got into communication with Mixer and they signed some new contract. And the moment Ninja left, Mixer's numbers shot up through the roof. Great for Mixer, understandable. But not one of those people, yes, that guy, not one of those people had anything bad to say about Twitch until he moved. All I'm saying is, if you watch streamers on Twitch and you see stuff that's questionable, be honest. They're not going to fix their bugs or their flaws until somebody says something about it. Not gonna happen. Hey Zoop, how you doing today? I'm sorry I missed you coming in. It's one of the things that I like about certain services. You can go to somebody at the head of and I'll be honest, this is one of the things I liked about Twitch. When I first started on Twitch, which was a year and 3 months ago, I think. Let me think. April, May, June, July, August. A year and 6 months ago. I actually had emailed Twitch because their structure was different and said, I don't qualify as a game stream because I didn't do game streams. I don't qualify as an in real life stream because I don't do in real life streams. I actually talked to a physical person at Twitch and they said, yeah, don't worry about it. You fit in fine. They said we looked at one or two of your videos, and I even pointed them to the Playroom or YouTube. This is back when I actually got banned on YouTube, and it was a case of, oh yeah, no worries, you're fine. There's not you qualify for a few categories that you run. And it's like cool, and that was the moment I made the jump to Twitch, or the official jump to Twitch. So don't tell me Twitch higher ups don't listen, because they do, and they will respond to you as a human, unlike that big video streaming service known as YouTube, who once they ban you for X amount of days don't give a damn about you. They really don't. And like I said, you guys know my story about YouTube and the hell that I went through with that 90-day ban. And like I said, I'm probably going to get a little trouble with all the streaming services that I'm talking about. I probably am. So don't tell me that Twitch won't listen to you when you bring up a concern. They will listen. Now, you may not agree with their decision, but so far, I don't think Twitch would say, we've made our decision, go deal with it. So when Kuijang got banned for, how long did she get banned for, Spot? Do you remember? For the original one? Red, thank you for the bits, my friend. You didn't hear that in the person talking about. Okay. Well, like I said, it wasn't a long one. That much I do remember. And it was a case of, I feel like if she had spoken to Twitch and they had gotten through the discussion, they settled it, and that's when the ban was lifted. That's my opinion. Like I said, that's what I love about Twitch. That's what I love about DLive. I got banned for being a scam. South. Somebody claimed I was a scam. I still haven't figured that one out. And all I got back from them was a, yep, we banned you, you deal with it. I remember that. I still have that email somewhere. So it's one of those where I've learned to take a grain of salt with people saying so and so got banned for no reason. I'm starting to take that with a grain of salt. Now, the one you should be able to, but YouTube was just too big, and they didn't care about little old me because I was not a money-making stream for them. And like I said, I look at it this way. Twitch got it right when they temporarily banned Dr. Disrespect. They got it wrong, and again, I will say that I think they got it wrong when they treated Ninja's channel as their personal playground. I think I will, like I said, I trust the higher ups at Twitch to listen and talk to you about a ban that comes up. I trust the guys at DLive and Twitch. I don't know enough about the guys at Mixer. Vaughn is iffy. I will say Vaughn is iffy because there were 3 Vaughn services I streamed to at one point. I got banned on all 3. And I talked to the guys and they said, well, we'll lift this one, but the other 2 have to stay because you did break our TOS of something you did. And I looked at their TOS and I'm like, all right, you're right. I did break it. I can't stream on this service anymore. No problem. And that's when, like I said, Twist and I just kind of got goofy one night. And we literally added like Ustream and Africa and YouNow and Periscope and Streamcast and StreamMe. And I'm trying to think of what other service. Wow! Finally! Dog collar comes off. I did not think that one was going to last 37 minutes. I did not think dog collar was going to last 37 minutes. I saw dog leash, dog chain, but I did not see dog collar. Man bites dog. Dog bites man. And rabies spread over out the world. So for those of you guys, so my point is, and there is a point to this now. If you guys have a complaint about a streaming service, rather than jumping on Twitter, rather than jumping on Instagram, rather than jumping on Facebook, take a chance, email whoever is at the head of the class at whatever service it is. If it's Twitch, if it's YouTube, if it's DLive, if it's Mixer, and just talk to them as a person, not as a streamer that's mad, because like I said, I don't know if that's what got me in trouble with YouTube. My emails were always polite, and I still got the robotic response. My emails to Vaughn were polite, and they restored one of my services. Although officially it's read-only, so I'm never going to actually see a chatter from Vaughn. I really need to see if my stream's actually working on Vaughn one day. That's the other hard part. Because like I said, I know right now DLive is down. I think they're doing their blockchain maintenance. So Restream and DLive are having a problem. Now, I will say, and that's a good example, Sal, I have never been a fan of limiting certain functions to affiliates. I've never been a fan of limiting certain functions to partners. They get enough bonuses. And my example is DLive. D Live, I have struggled to get above 3 viewers in any broadcast. And tonight's really screwing me because I can't get any because it's not working. I have like a total of like 43 followers that were all follow for follow people. I will probably never break. I will probably never break 100 followers on D Live. I just don't see it happen.
The greatest name in cosmetics presents
A, there's just too many things that go wrong. And B, there's not a lot of streamers on D Live that I connect to. There's 6 streamers, I think, off of one hand that I really connect with. But this was where I give D Live credit that I don't give Twitch and I don't give YouTube and I don't give Mixer. D Live has their higher ups who are their guardians, as they call them. But when they start streaming, the guardian hat sort of comes off. They basically are streaming as a streamer, just with a little bit of inside knowledge. And you can talk to a guardian in their stream as a streamer. So you get a little bit of the workings of what goes on. You will never get that with Twitch. After a while, I don't think you'll get it with D Live if they get big as they would like to get. Because then the Guardians will be too busy to stream, and there's a couple of them that said that's sort of been happening to them now. And just so you guys know, this is what got me actually banned off of one stream service. Now, see, that, and this is going back to D Live, and I even brought this up with one of the Guardians. I'm like, dude, you don't allow non-affiliates to host or raid. Okay? That's one of the best ways, in my opinion, to get a small streamer promoted. As long as they don't abuse it and say, well, we're going to go raid so-and-so, then we're going to immediately go raid so-and-so, and we're going to immediately raid so-and-so. I have gotten more viewers off of Twitch out of hosts and raids than anything I've ever done. Other than, like I said, our Playroom server. And this is my, and like I said, this is like my one big gripe with D Live, is they don't allow you to do that. There are a couple things they don't allow you to do that I agree with. You can't have your own banner. You can't have like special rerun functions, which is one of those. It's like, I would dispute that, but I get that one. Because they at least let you keep 2 videos, even if you're not an affiliate. I think you keep more if you're further up. That would be if I was running D Live. Ah, nicely done, Zoop. I am shocked. That's my other one. I was shocked nobody got. That was my other one I was surprised nobody got. Like I said, I didn't think anybody was going to get 4, but I didn't think anybody was going to get 10 either. Snips and Snails and Puppy Dog Tails is actually in the list somewhere. It's actually in the file spot. It just didn't come up this time. Now, I don't run a streaming service. I don't have the money for that kind of service. If I did, there's probably things I would do that D Live didn't do, things I would do Twitch doesn't do, things that YouTube doesn't do. Hey, sometimes the last minute ones are the good ones. All right, we did not get number 4, so we are not going to reveal number 4 on the board. I need to go get my files so I can take out. Give me a minute, because I have to go. Whoop, wrong folder. Now the good news is, with all the ones we got, we're getting 2 out of the 3. We will either, so hopefully a small prize goes out, a vault shot, or a 1-player game, or it could be all 3 of them. Alright, so let's see. We have to get rid of That Dog Won't Hunt, Hot Dog. Thank you, Zoop. Mad Dog. Where's my mean as a junkyard dog file? Oh, there it is. Mean as a junk. Yep. Mean as a junkyard dog. Dog eared comes off. Dog house comes off. And you guys put some good ones in, and I honestly didn't add any to the file, which is not normal for me. So we'll probably end up adding a button. Let's see. So what do we have? I'm going to take a look real quick. Let me take a look. 3 Dog Nights actually already in the file. Bear with me, guys. I'm taking a look. I'm actually going to put Dog Lake in here. I kind of like that one. And somehow all dogs... Oh, I can't do all dogs because that's plural. All dogs go to heaven. I can't put in there because that is plural. All right, and that's as far back as my chat goes at the moment. I'll check the other ones later. All right, so with that, we got Spock, we got Tuned Off, and we have Zoop. So we are hoping well, I get why they do it that way. Sal, I get why they do the everyone won't get paid until there's X amount of dollars, because it would cost them more to like basically keep the things running. If they did that way. Now, like I said, there's a difference between promoting yourself and spamming yourself. So that's always you got to find a balance line. That one you got to find a balance line for. All right, so the only one we're not going to do is number 4. We're not even going to show number 4. I promise you nobody got it because it's actually a long one. So we are going to see who's got the most. Tuned Off has 5, Spock has 3. So we're going to start with Tuned Off. And Tuned Off started us off with a junkyard dog. Is Tuned Off going to be mean as a junkyard dog? I'm trying to do it with the Axia. If he doesn't get anything, let's find out. Let's see. Tuned Off, are you as mean as a junkyard dog right now? Well, see, of course not, because we have Tuned Off in one of them shock dog collars. So Tuned Off can't get mad, because if he gets mad, we go bzzz, and he comes up empty again. And Tuned Off's like, get this collar off me. You're turning me into a damn hot dog. Tuned off 0 for 3 so far. So again, we definitely have somebody's getting 2 of them. We definitely got 2 out of the 3. We got the vault shot, the small prize, and the 1-player game. Because only number 4 was left. And Spot goes, well, it better be me, because if not, I's going to be going to give me a Mad Dog, and I'm going to be drinking some Mad Dog. Spock. Get the Mad Dog bottle out, my friend, because it wasn't there. All right, so we look at Tuned Off, and he says, ha ha. And then Tuned Off's wife looks at him and says, you don't win. You going in the doghouse. Guarantee you. Tuned Off's girl's like, you don't win. You going in. Come on, Mouse. I get the perfect joke, and my mouse misbehaves. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuned Off officially has claimed the first small prize in, 2 weeks? Or a week? Let's see. We didn't give away a small prize on Tuesday. We didn't broadcast Saturday. So yeah, it's the first small prize in a week. All right, Toon. Your choices at the moment are the "and" comics. It's basically 3 comics that had the word "and" in the title. We have the My Little Pony keychain, or the Surf's Up McDonald's Happy Meal prize. So, Toon, which of those 3 would you like? I got a feeling I know what he's going to choose, but he's proved me wrong before. He has proved me wrong before. So, Toon, which of those 3 would you like, my friend? And your box is still open, so I can actually just drop it right in there, whichever one of the 3 you choose. See, Tuned Off surprised me. I had him going for the comics. But Tuned Off actually chose from the Surf's Up collection. Yes, let's see, who's in this? This is Cody from the Surf's Up collection. And Reggie from the Surf's Up collection. So those will be going to Tuned Off. I will be honest, I had Tuned Off picking My Little Pony, but he surprised me. He did surprise me on that one. Alright, so we got Tuned Off box, like I said, actually sitting right here with the letter. Just remember, save the letters, because hopefully someday the signatures will be worth a lot of money. I had you going from the My Little Pony key ring. I really did. All right, that means we turn our attention to Tuned Off's other slot, the tail wagging the dog. Not there. All right, so that means either Spock or Zoop will be getting either or both a vault shot. Oh, I gotta flip it back. Give me a minute. Thank you, South. I always forget to flip them back. I always do that. Because it's like my very back window is my Streamlabs window, and everything's actually in front of it. So I always forget to move it so I can actually see which screen I'm looking at. There we go. Let's get the right one. Nah, it's because I hit the main button, not the list button. That was on me. That one I did catch, Spock. Alright, so is it Spock? Is it Zoot? Spock's like, I'll be your best friend. Do I look like a dog to you, Spock? Well, apparently I do, because Spock will be getting the one-player game. Pizza is in the house. Hello, Pizza. How you doing, my friend? All right, so with that, Spock gets to play the one-player game. And again, I'm still getting some of my other one-player games in here. So this intro screen will actually expand a little bit. At some point, I will get a link to Deal or No Deal in there. I will get 1 versus 100 in there. And I will get Secret Fortune in there. But we're still working on that. So, with that, Spock, let's see what you get to play. You got a preference, Spock, or is it just whatever happens, what it is, whatever happens? Ooh, this is a first time show. Now, I'm going to warn you, Spock, there is a slight bug in this one. All right? And if we hit the bug, we'll walk you through it. All right. So what you have, Spock, and again, you are playing for the Lexus concept car. All right. This is basically the car that we are currently trying to win. All right. So, this is called Pathfinder. What we have on the board is a 2020 Kia Soul LX. Oh, we may actually be in good shape because I don't see any bug windows. Yeah, I do see one. I do see one. Now, Spock, all you have to do is come up with the price of the car. And I'm even going to give you the first number in the car. All right? The first number in the price of the car is a 1. Now, the second number, now you have to get these right to keep moving, just to let you know. In the price of the car is either an 8, a 9, a 5, or a 2. Okay? I see 2 buggy paths, so we'll have to see. So Spock, the second number in the price of the Kia Soul LX, is it an 8, a 9, a 5, or a 2? Nope, no diagonals. There will be no diagonals for the numbers. And I will explain where the bug issue is, and I'm going to be a little generous when we get to it. All right, Spock says the second number is a 5. Is the second number in the price of the 2020 Kia Soul LX a 5? It is a 5. Wow. All right, so my bug path is clear. All right, Spock. The third number in the price of the car is either a 6, or a 5. Now, here's where it's going to get a little buggy. And there's not much I can do about this yet. I'm still working on this. If you say it's a 6, let me know if you want to go top 6 or right 6. If you think it's a 5, we don't have a problem. But the reason I'm telling you to let me know which 6 you want is because you will notice there are different numbers connected to the 6s. And like I said, this is one bug I've got to figure out how to get rid of. The game actually still works. Alright, so Spock says, let's go with the 6 to the side. Oh, it is not the 6. Alright, Spock. But I'm going to give you a second chance. Alright? I am going to give you a second chance. And he picked the wrong picture, but I'm going to give you a second chance. We have a glow-in-the-dark window mural. Okay? This is basically an 8-foot by 12-foot wall mural that glows in the dark. Okay? The current listed price of the wall mural is $74.25. So your second chance to replace the 6 is to tell me, is the price of the wall mural higher or lower than $74.25? This is, like I said, I think it's an 8 by 12. If you pick correctly, I will give you a chance to pick a different number. If you pick incorrectly, the game is over. Spock says the glow-in-the-dark wall mural is less than $74.25. Oh no, it's $99. The glow-in-the-dark wall mural is $99, and we cannot give Spock a second chance at the next number. Wah, wah, wah. I gave you an idea. I'm curious to know what the idea is. I'm curious to know what the idea is. Now, see, the funny thing is, Spock, if you'd gotten that right, I would have let you choose the next number off the 5. And we already know the 6 wasn't it, so we knew the 5 was the right number. Well, the ones I pulled were actually from the file I pulled them from was not Neiman Marcus. I want to say it was Sharper Image. I want to say it was Sharper Image. Because I've actually been, because I will literally go scour websites just to find stuff that's different. I will hit Amazon, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, Walmart on occasion, but I try to avoid Walmart and Target. There's one called Oddity Mall. There's one that's out in Beverly Hills that I pulled that's mostly jewelry. Alright, so no car for Spock. But see, the funny thing is, so let's say you've gotten the 5 right. All right, you got the 6 wrong. You guessed right in the price. Hello, Horde. How you doing, my friend? You would have been able to pick another number. And because there's only the 6 and the 5, obviously... Bear with me. You would have picked the 5. And that would have given you the 3 more numbers to pick. And then you would have basically done the same thing again. So there's literally like 4 second chances in the game. So if you get the 4 numbers wrong, you get another chance. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on the prize. Let's see. Let's see what the prize of the car was. Let's see. Was it 20? You said 15. Now it could have been 37 because once you got to the 3, you only had a 6 or a 9. I'm gonna say 15,579. Nope, I would have been wrong. 15,536 would have been the price of the car. 15,536 would have been the price of the Kia. So see, we were both wrong. But like I said, I want to get it so I don't end up with any buggy paths. And I'll give you an example of what had me worried as a bug path. Is, for instance, if you'd gone 186, and let's just say those were right, and you had gone north rather than south, so you couldn't have gotten a 1860. So what I would have done is basically, if you had tried all 3 of these and they were wrong, I would have given you this 6. Like I said, I'm trying to debug it so that it won't do false paths. But at the moment, that's a little beyond the programming capability. At the moment. Like I said, I'll get it there at some point. It's just going to take me a lot of work to do. So like I said, there were buggy paths, like the 196 was a bug path, and the 186 was a bug path. One of my worst ones when I was doing it in practice was literally the 3 was in the middle. I had a 5, a 5, a 4, and a 4 around it. So it was like I was totally screwed on that one. And the other thing is, I don't know the price. So I don't know if the bug price would have been the right price. Because it's all set up where I don't see it anymore. Wah, wah. No prize for Spocky. Alright, so we got 2 left. We got a vault shot that's hopefully not behind number 4. So does the vault shot go to Zoop or does it go to Spock? That is the hard question. Is it a little dog ear folding? Or is it the dog won't hunt? It goes, or is it the one we didn't uncover? Ah, it doesn't go to Zoop. It goes to Spock. Spock still gets a shot at the vault. All right, Spock. Where's my vault window? There it is. Yes, I do, Zoop. I do remember us playing, sitting back on the Horde and playing it. What happened to the channel? Because I thought it kind of disappeared. Or is it just like falling down like the radar? Because I will admit, I have fun with that game. Oh, so it's back into... Okay, cool. Because I haven't seen it on my list of followers. It shows up occasionally offline. Because I actually plugged it for a heck of a while. And then I got busy and sidetracked and I kept forgetting to plug people's channels. So it was kind of like, damn it. Need to plug something else. Alright, Spock. Which row would you like? Oh, The streaming PC is apart. Oh, if I ever have to take my streaming PC apart, I'm screwed. I am totally screwed. All right, Spock. Which row would you like us to pull an incorrect number from? Oh, okay, there we go. I see it. Let's cut some green again. I'm blind, Spock. I'm getting old. Oh, and that means, ladies and gentlemen, there are no sevens in the vault. And Spock's like, damn it, I want my 1701 back. Ah, oh, sweet. If you guys haven't seen it when it comes back, make sure you check out the Horde. Think of it as Trivia Survivor. Think of it as Trivia Survivor. Yeah, why? I'll guess it early. Well, we still got 8s and 9s in there. You never know. We still got 8s and 9s there. And again, I don't know I will be honest. I know 2 numbers in the combination just because I goofed one day. I was editing it and I moved the combination label. And before I could get it back, I actually saw 2 numbers. All right, Spock says the combination to the vault tonight is 6, 4, 8, 2. We lock that in. And we press the number. The number. No, we don't press the number. We press the big red missile button and send the rockets flying sky high. And do we hear fireworks with those rockets? No fireworks. We hear sad, sad trombones. Wah, wah. All right. So let me think about this for a minute for the big game, because I do want to get a big game in, and we still got plenty of time tonight. So I am going to do a little something just to show you guys one of the things I've been working on. And I have to do, give me 1 minute, because I got to rename this. But for me to rename this, I have to rename it the right thing. Give me a minute. Let me look at my list. I hate calling this an intermission game. But we'll call it an intermission game at the moment. Now, like I said, this is one I've been kind of working on. And current slide. So bear with me for a second. So this is one I've kind of been working on lately. Now what it actually consists of is, right now it's going to consist of 2 things. It's going to consist of some of Richard Osman's games, and it's going to consist of some 5 Minutes to a Fortune games. So these aren't officially intermission games. These may more be like mini games along the way. So we will have, for instance, we will have what's called Next Question Show Thee. This is literally where you can answer, you'll see a normal question, but your answer all the words in the answer have to be in alphabetical order. So I'm going to show you guys one of them. All right, and then we'll work our way through them. When this bird and mammal duo went to sea, they took some honey and plenty of money. You guys think you know what that one is? When this bird and mammal duo went to sea, they took some honey and plenty of money. And I still got to put the alphabetized word at the top. But I will tell you, it's a very simple nursery rhyme. Okay? It's a very simple nursery rhyme. When this bird and mammal duo went to sea, they took some honey and plenty of money. Now, the correct answer is the owl and the pussycat. The problem is that's not the actual answer, because this is the next question show thee game. So you actually have to give the words to the answers in alphabetical order. The owl and the pussycat went to sea, took some honey and plenty of money. I can't remember the rest of the nursery rhyme. Okay? So it would normally be the owl and the pussycat. But because of the way this game plays, it's actually an owl, pussycat, VV. Because again, you have to put the words in alphabetical order or it doesn't count.
Or is it this one? Or this one? We'll find out in a moment.
So this is one that came out of Richard Osman's House of Games. And it's actually a lot of fun because you'll see people and they'll start to get it and they leave off a 2 or they leave off a V. Or there's the occasional answer where the answer is already in alphabetical order and they're trying to rearrange it when they didn't need to. Then we have let's see if I can get. Come on, get back to the main board.
Thank you. Welcome to Break Your Back.
Now let's do this. Then we have the one that's called Game the Playlets. And basically this is one where the question and the answer are backwards. So for instance, the question might be, song children's This in Shop repair shoe in Capuchin by Chase after explodes ermine. All right? That's the reverse question. So all you got to do is read the question backwards. Ermine explodes after chased by Capuchin in shoe repair shop in this children's song. So do you know the name of the children's song? Song children's This in Shop repair shoe in Capuchin by Chase after explodes ermine. All right, so Spock, you got the right title, but what did I say? The answer is backwards. So you actually have to write it with the words in reverse order or it doesn't count. So the actual song or actual answer, yep, is Weasel the Ghost Pop. So that's the question next to the show, or game the play, let's game. Then the next one, and I really like this one, and I'm going to be mad at myself because I'm about to use up one of my puzzles. Is called the Z to A game. Now you guys will notice at the top, the alphabet goes from Z to A. On the board will be 3 phrases. As the letters disappear from the top, they'll be added to the phrases at the bottom, or the words at the bottom. All 3 words will have a common theme. So I'm about to use one of my puzzles. This is going to really suck. All right? So we do a load the board. All right? And we literally start filling in the letters backwards. And you don't even have to give me the 3 words. You just have to tell me what the common theme is. And the reason it's done this way, and I actually read this, is because A to E, by the time those 5 letters are through, most people know the answers. I'm going to say at least this is not one that I'm going to dread losing. I will say this is one I'm not going to dread losing. If it had been a couple of my other ones, I would have been very unhappy. So again, you don't have to name the 3 things. You just have to name the 3 things that go in common, or what they have in common. So what do you guys think so far? So see, Tuned Off would have actually gotten it, because they are indeed apples. But you notice it took a lot more letters than normal to solve one of those build a word puzzles. It took you to go from Z to G rather than, say, from A to N. And just for getting it tuned up, I'll give you 25 points. Oh, and I'm going to give... Oh, no, I can't give Spock the points because he gave me Pop Goes the Weasel, not Weasel that goes Pop. All right, so that's game number 3 that's set up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Then we go to
Bunkhouse.
game number 5, or game number 4. And this, whoop, I just goofed and gave y'all one, So this is one that will be a little different. This is one that'll be a little different. This will be one that is basically the cryptic clues, the double definitions, and so on and so forth. In which once you solve each word, it will appear, but the key word will be the one in white down the middle. So what you're looking for is the actual 7-letter word that means baby locale. And this is one of those where I'm actually not going to know them either. This is one I've got to fix so that I can actually know it. Because if you guess the words going across, I will show them. But you will notice, for instance, hardly a straight line is a halyard. So that would be the H-A-L, the the A-R-D, and then the Y is the mystery one. And the baby locale is indeed. I do have to fix this so that so when I click the top one, it will reveal all of them, and it will reveal the nursery. Like I said, this one I'm not too worried about because this is just this was a dummy test. And then this is the last one I worked on, which is the syllacrostics. You have 18 possible syllables to reveal 5 different words. However, the first letter of the 5 words and the last 5 letters of the 5 words will reveal a 10-letter word down at the bottom. So we have the driver's seat, depending, the beginning of the story, it works in measures, snowman, all the letters to the words are actually on the board for you. So misspelling, this is one of those where you're not allowed to misspell. For instance, I will tell you the beginning of the story is prehistoric. So that actually reveals the P and the C in the 10-letter word. Your goal will be to come up with the 10-letter word.
This jumble of letters is the name of the world's most famous baby doctor. Can you find it?
Oh.
Now you see it.
Bum, bum,
That's how
bum.
we play. Now, you see it. Now you see it. And here's the host of our show, Chuck Henry. Thank you.
So that's how the syllacrostics. And like I said, I cleaned it up, so I think it looks a lot better, in my opinion. So let me know if you guys can actually see those. I want to know if you guys can actually see those. Now, originally I was going to set it up so that it will remove the syllables you've guessed, but I got to thinking that over, and I'm like, no, that would make it way too easy. But once a syllable is used, it's gone. It will never be used again. So pre will not be in any of these words. HIS will not, TOR will not, and IC will not. The box before the syllables is just basically says 5 clues, 15 to 8 syllables to find 10 letters. That's all that says. That's just basically the base rules. So it's just basically telling you, come up with the 10 letters at the bottom. I know what the driver's seat one is. It works in measures. Right, because so for instance, you got the beginning of the story is prehistoric. So you know the second letter, because it's the second word, is the P. The 7th letter is the C. If you ever remember what were known as laddergrams, so the trick is, do you want to guess some of the words at the top and reveal them, and possibly give away the letters at the bottom, or do you keep them to yourself? It's adjustable. So that's where your decisions are going to come into play. And what I'm going to do is I still got to set this up so I can see what the 6 words are, the 5 to the side and the one at the bottom, just so that I know what they are. That I haven't done to this yet, which I need to do before it becomes official. But I want to make sure everything is kind of legible for you guys. Nope, not Volkswagen. Oh, tuned off going for the trivia question. And again, in addition, folks, do not forget about the four-letter word up here. Icy snowman. No, I don't think it's icy. I don't even know what that one is. I honestly don't know what the three at the bottom are right now because I don't have the pop-up box. So like I said, that's one of those that's gonna like have to get. I'm gonna have to add to this, and once I get it, the abominable. Nope, I don't think it's a abominable. Let's see, because we don't have an AB or an ABO at the top. Snowman. Blah, blah, blah. And this one might turn into one of those intermission games. Nope, it can't be Bigfoot because you got to remember, South, the syllables at the top are in the word. No, I am trying to avoid any two-word answers. Actually, no, I will take that back. It might be two words. Some of them, the top ones might be, the bottom one will never be. So the secret word will always be a 10-letter word. One 10-letter word. The ones at the top might be two words, but I'm going to try to avoid that. And the reason I say I want to try to avoid that is because that will force me to put a blank syllable up there. And if it only uses 17 syllables, it automatically blanks one out. So the goal will try to be make sure these are always one-letter words. It works in measures. It works in. Why? What were you thinking, Spock? Because I know what the 10-letter word is. Right now, I know what the 10-letter word is. I don't remember what the 3 clue words are. All right, let's see. Nope, just an orchestra. Just an orchestra. And then the snowman would be a tobogganer. And hesitancy. So some of them will be cryptic, some of them will be double definitions, some of them will be just oddball Scrabble type clues. So it's just going to depend. This will probably be one of the hardest ones I have to work on because I have to come up with like a 10-letter word. Then I got to basically take the first and the 6th letter, come up with a word, come up with a clue, and then pray I don't go over 18 syllables. Because there's only going to be 18 syllables max for the word. So that will be how this one works. So if you'd given me a apothecary, then you would have actually won the game. So that's how, and like I said, I got a couple others I'm working on. I am in the process of working on first letter, but I got to come up with like a list, like a couple of, like preferably like 5 or 6 lists of things that answer from A to Z. So for instance, one of the easy ones will be the elemental table, because I'm basically going to put a list, and like I'll have element 1 would be hydrogen, so that's H. Oh, pardon me. And then I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing capital cities. That's one I got to work my way through too. But I got to come up with something where there's at least 26 items that I can use that basically can be clued out. And I know you're like, well, you got the phonetic alphabet, you got the Greek alphabet, and it's like, yeah, but how do I clue to those ones and still make them puzzleable? So yeah, these are the 5 I have actually got done. Like I said, they're going to be based on Richard Osman's House of Games and 5 Minutes to a Fortune. So this one will have the House of Games icon, the 5 Minutes to a Fortune icon or background, and then it will work very much like The Price is Right, with one button that just basically picks one of them at random. So whoever gets it, or if we do an intermission one, we're not going to know. But, like I said, I got to put together enough puzzles to do one like this repeatedly. Or one like this. Just to show you, this one I can actually do. So see, that one's an entirely different puzzle. See, I even have a bad clue in there. Get rid of old dog without new drug. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. Hey, Allie, how you doing? So this is one of those that, and I still got to do the airplane game. That's the one Bubbles made. So I'm trying. Like I said, I'm trying to clean it out a lot. Because let me go look real quick, and I can tell you which games are in there. No, I can't. Damn it. So eventually, where is that? So eventually I will add the by the numbers, the coded letter, the defined phrases, do the math, 11 letters, eye chart I'm still trying to figure out, film credits, first letters, flight board, letter riddles will probably get pulled out, opposites, reflections, and wordsmith. And that's just on the 5 Minutes to Fortune side. That's not counting the Richard Osman one. because the Richard Osman one, there's one I really want to do, is called Elephant in the Room. And basically what it will be is something similar to 3 to 7s, but it'll be a little more trivia based, where at the top we're going to give you a clue to a word you cannot include in the answer. But all the trivia questions will have those letters removed. So, for instance, the elephant in the room is a very large vehicle, or a 3-letter large vehicle. That's the elephant in the room. That would be a van. So one of the questions will be, to which actor was Mary Tyler Moore married when she was Laura Petrie? Or to which actor was character Laura Petrie's, or, well, you know what I mean. So it's like Dick Van Dyke, but you're not allowed to use the word van. So you have to say Dick Dyke. Or what's the third? What is the white flavor in a Neapolitan ice cream? It's Illa, because again, you cannot say van in the answer. So that's what I'm getting to. Like I said, I really wish I could do broken karaoke, but I can't. Rhyme time, I will probably be able to do. And then there's one that I'm going to be really interested to see if I can make it work. I just use that as an example, Spot. Where there will be like 4 categories on the left, 4 categories on the right, which can result in one of 16 questions. You pick one on the left, somebody will pick one on the right, those two will merge and give you a question. I forget what it's called. I think it's a little of this, a little of that. And then once the question appears, you got 1 minute to solve it. So those are the 2 that I really want to do from Richard Osman's. I'm going to be interested to see if they add any with the new season, because they didn't think the game was going to work like it did, and everybody loved it. But like I said, so that's where it's going to go. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is our temporary intermission game. Just so you guys see how things are planning in my head. Whether or not it works is another question. All right, give me 1 minute to open this up. Let's see, I don't think I changed anything from when I saved it. No, I don't want to do pen, because that's only a 4-player game. So, who is interested in trying to win a large prize? Michael, I talked about that really, really early, and I am not going to say his name. But let's just say he admitted to something that puts him on everybody's S list. Everybody's. And if he ain't on their S list, he needs to be. What city has been part of more counties in America? South, trust me, drop him. Drop him. Let me. Like I said, that was the intro, and I wasn't gonna say his name. Um, but he confessed to something on air. Drop him. That's all I'm gonna tell you. What city has been part of more counties in America? I don't know. I kind of like that question. Let's see. What city has been part of more counties in America than any other? And like I said, you check out YouTube South and you'll see why. Now, I assume the question means which city has the largest county? Oh yeah, Michael, it is bad. When Jan and Crash agree on something, is bad. All right, what city has been part of more counties in America? So, which city has the most counties, or which city has off the top of my head, I would say it would have to be Cleveland. Because I think Cleveland parts of Cleveland covers 6 counties. Well, see, no, that wouldn't work either because New York City would be a lot bigger. See, off the top of my head, I would say New York. New York, because Los Angeles is pretty much one county. City of St. Louis is kind of like 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, off the top of my head, I would have to say either New York, Cleveland, Detroit, or St. Louis. It's a small city? Oh, the county's changed because of redistricting and stuff. Wow, that I don't know. That I wouldn't know. I was thinking what big city has, like, covers the most counties within itself. That's why I was thinking New York, because you got New York, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Long Island, New York County. That's what I was thinking along the lines of. But yeah, Michael, like I said, if you have him on your friends list, losing, because everybody pretty much agrees that he is getting busted. Big time. Alright, so the question is, do we have anybody that wants to try to win anything tonight? I've got to really sort these like open games and closed games. Spot wants smalls. Well, we're trying to do a large, Spot. That's what we're trying for. We got to do a large. We haven't done a large in a while. We have not done a large one in a very long time. We need to get a large one done. Hello, Nerdy. What's good? What's the happenings, my friend? Oh, God, he's doing the baby thing. He's in the ultimate error mode. And I'm mad because I did not get to sit down and watch it. I wanted to watch NXT and I just couldn't. I didn't have the energy to do it. All right, so we're looking for some more cab riders. Who's interested? Who's interested in riding in the cash cab tonight? Oh, I had to die in laughter, Nerdy, at the video, the donut versus burger video, because I'm like, can I have both?
Which television game has 10 players?
And shows you one half of the question.
Can I have the burger and the donut?
The answer is Whispers is right. And here's
So I'm either like I don't care about my health, or I'm one of those guys that's in the adult childhood mode. Well, because Allie, yesterday they did their first USA episode.
And now, here is America's number one.
You just missed it. It was yesterday. Oh, this is Nerdy. He went for the donut. I know he did. This is Nerdy. He went for the donut. Guaranteed. I would have done both.
Welcome back to our show. I hope you get a chance to meet them after the show. How old are they?
Well, they're still going to keep them on Tampa. They're still going to stay in Tampa, or they're going to stay near the Performance Center, from what I gather. So it's literally going to be some old school building layout. See, I knew it. I told you. He was going to go for the donut. I knew he would. Ah, Spot calling for. Oh, well, spin. I told you guys, he's got this on a timer. I know he does. Oh, Spock. You know what that white one is. Oh my goodness, Spock. feel so bad now. That's true. All right, so we're still looking for some players. Whoever's interested, please feel free to step up and say so. So far, we got Red, we got Tuned Off. Actually, it's not that bad. Well, yeah, it is, because I think I went to the wrong one. Alright, I gotta delete this guy. Because that's the misspelling one. And I think I took your whammies off the wrong one, Spock. Yep, I took them off the wrong one. That should put you back at 24.94 for that one. Yeah, those ones I don't get rid of. There we go. Alright, I fixed it. I cleared the wrong one. I didn't know I could clear the wrong one, but apparently I can. Alright, try it again, Spock. It should give you your 2,400 back. There we go. I cleared the wrong one because chatbot's the important one. Anyway, where were we? So yeah, you missed it. You missed it, Allie. It was the four-way dance to face Shayna Baszler. Then there was Velveteen Dream and Roderick Strong. And I can't remember the other one. Only Lorcan and somebody. So it was only it's only an hour for this week and next week on USA. But the following week it's going to 2 hours. The problem is USA's got Suits playing, I think. So they got an agreement with USA and WWE to let them finish showing all of Suits. And then NXT goes to 2 hours in 2 weeks. And then the good news is, I won't tell you who wins. And then like on October 28th, I actually get to go to Raw. Because they're going to be here in St. Louis. The guy had an extra ticket. And he's like, you want to go? It's like, hell yes. Hell yes, I want to go. So the 28th, Monday the 28th, I'll be going to Raw. Get to see some of my wrestlers. And I'm going to end up spending a fortune on wrestling stuff. I can already see it coming. I'm going to end up overpaying for a lot of wrestling figures. Now, what I'm hoping is, if I go and run into the dealers and I can ask them to, like, can you give me a deal because I'm, like, giving away stuff? Oh, no, dude. I will be honest. I was not a fan of Walter when I watched the title match for the UK title. But then again, I've never been a fan of Pete Dunne for some reason. I don't know why. But then they put together the Imperium, and I'm like, Shazbot. Nope, no small prizes in the cash cab spot. It's it's one large prize for the cash cab. But we may not be doing it if I only get 2 players. Right now, I only got Toon and Red. Well, he's got all the little baby dragons, so he just needs a magic pony to go with him. All right, we're going to put Nerdy in. Yay! Speaking of which, I still got to send Nerdy's package out, too. All right, we got 3. Looking for anybody else. We're looking for anybody else that's interested. Well, see, the funny thing is we have what's called Power Grow Wrestling. It's called PGW, I think. And the Rock and Roll Express are supposed to be there. Then we have an NWA St. Louis group, and we have what's called WPW. I have yet to see a WPW one. I know. And the amazing thing is, they've been doing the tour lately for a bunch of promotions, and they can still frickin' wrestle. They can still frickin' wrestle. Nope, all trivia questions on this one, Nerdy. No math. All right, so we got anybody else that's interested. We'll give you guys about another 3 minutes. Otherwise, it'll be Red, Tuned Off, and Nerdy in a very, very short cab ride. Come on, boys and girls. I know somebody wants to get in there. I don't like her. I really don't. Like I said, the Imperium finally impressed me. Oh, okay. That's what you... Yeah, like I said, South. It's basically... That's why I won't mention... Nope. And like I said, everybody just basically needs to dump him. Everybody. He should be persona non grata. Alright, anybody else? We got about 2 minutes left, and then we will start the cab up. Yeah, but it's not that she's... Because like I said, I like Walter. Walter's a heel character. Shayna Baszler's a heel character. I kind of like her. I mean, I want her to lose. Problem is, I don't know who I want her to lose to. Once Kyrie left, I don't have any women I'm really a fan of in NXT right now. EO maybe a little. Yeah, sexist. Yeah, I know. They're learning about being on TV, but she doesn't come across to me as a great female character. Now, for instance, Piper Niven, she comes across as a great character on the UK side. At least I think she does. The girl that's just back from injury, and I can't think of her, Tanya Fox. I need to see her before I say anything. All right, so at the moment we do not have writers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because I know Piper was in ICW. I'm trying to think of the other one. There was one other ICW one that I liked. And her name will come to me at some point. Her name will come to me at some point. Yes, it will be interesting. The funny thing is, this is why I love Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, when he's on TV on wrestling show, is as heelish can be. Put him on any other TV show or any other outlet, and he's as likable as, it's amazing. In case you guys haven't noticed or didn't know, Jericho did a thing on America's Got Talent. There was a guy that had no arms, and Jericho actually showed up on the show to help basically congratulate the kid for coming in like third. And then he's like helping him out learning how to do promos and stuff. It's amazing. All right. So, Red, tuned off, nerdy. Here's how, Tony Storm. That's it, alias Tony Storm. I like Tony Storm. I just don't think she's as cute as everybody else thinks she is. All right, so this is how it works. We're going to show you three guys a question. If you get the question right, if you get the question right, and you are not the last person to get the question right, you do not get a strike. If you miss the question, you get a strike. The bubbly! Do it for the bubbly! If you miss the question, you get a strike. If all three of you get it right, the last person to get the question right gets a strike. So there is a little bit of speed involved. All right? So with that, ladies and gentlemen, the cash cab ride starts now. And here is the first question. You may know DeSoto as the explorer associated with the Mississippi River. But in which country did he travel with Francisco Cordoba, in which they founded the cities of Leon and Granada? You may know DeSoto as the explorer associated with the Mississippi River. But in which country did he travel with Francisco Cordoba, in which they founded the cities of Leon and Granada? And the timer starts now. Tunov has his answer in. So we wait for Nerdy and Red. Red says it is Mexico. Nerdy, we are waiting for you, my friend. You may know DeSoto as the explorer associated with the Mississippi River. But in which country did he travel with Francisco Cordoba, in which they founded the cities of Leon and Granada. And Nerdy says it was Mexico as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer was Nicaragua. You ever notice that about newscasters? They speak perfect English, but you give them a Latin American country to speak, and it's Nicaragua, El Salvador. They always try to like Latin it up. All right, there we go. So with that, we give Red a strike. We give Nerdy a strike. Can't say it either. All right, question number 2. Which automobile company was named after its co-founder, a Swiss-born auto racer? Which automobile company was named after its co-founder, a Swiss-born auto racer? And the timer starts now. But yeah, it's funny. It's like they'll do standard news reports and they're talking Mexico, Nicaragua, Colombia, and they always put that accent on it. Red says McLaren. Which automobile company was named after its co-founder, a Swiss-born auto racer? Tuned off says Chevrolet. So we wait on Nerdy. Nerdy says DeLorean. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is Louis Chevrolet. Louis Chevrolet is actually the maker of, or the initiator. Come on, Red, give me my strike. Nope, he was Swiss. He was actually Swiss. He said Coco. That would be the Irishman. DeLorean was Irish. And yes, he was a Coco. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Red Nerdy, you guys got to be fast and you got to be right. You guys got to be fast and right on this one. The next question on the board. What is the William Faulkner story? This may be one of those where I don't penalize anybody. What is the William Faulkner story in which Joe Christmas, a biracial orphan, is charged for a murder he didn't commit? This one I may not charge anybody on. What is the William Faulkner story in which Joe Christmas, a biracial orphan, is charged for a murder he didn't commit? Batman! No, too many donuts. Too many donuts. Give Nerdy one donut and sugar, he's gone. What is the William Faulkner story in which Joe Christmas, a biracial orphan, is charged for a murder he did not commit? Nobody guessed on that one. It was... Whoop. I miss it. It was a light in August. It was a light in August. I always remember. I gotta remember to click the question, not the logo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The next question on the board. This one will count. The funeral oration speech was delivered by this famous Greek, considered one of the greatest speech givers of his time. The funeral oration speech was given by this famous Greek, considered one of the most famous speech givers of all time. Nerdy says Socrates. Red says Socrates. Tundov says.
Taxi driver.
For 25,000.
You still got time to change it.
It's now or never.
He said Socrates. Socrates with donuts. Tundov says it is Euripides. Spock says it's Plato. It is. He is considered one of the greatest Greek speech makers. Pericles. Pericles is considered one of the all-time greats. And with that, it is bye-bye to Red, bye-bye to Nerdy, and Tundov survives with one strike against him. I could put Spock in here since he guessed, but I can't do it. Yeah, he's wonderful. No, I'm serious. He is considered a better speech giver than Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. He was considered one of the all-time greats when it came to giving actual speeches. It is said, and I can't remember which Greek goddess it was, but it's said that Pericles could give a speech that, I think it was Hera, that could make Hera cry. I think that's who it was. Hera is just basically a cold-hearted bitch of a goddess. And if I remember right, it is said that Pericles was credited with was basically said, even Pericles could break through the icy cold demeanor of Hera. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it was a short cab ride. Where is the world's oldest traffic light located? Kansas City, if I remember right. I'm not sure about. Aristotle gets written about because he got everything wrong.
You can figure out that it says rolled oats, then you're ready to play.
But he was considered brilliant. Your heart was your brain. The four elements were earth, air, water, fire. What else did Aristotle claim? I can't remember the other one. But there's another one. Is like basically Aristotle's writings are so wrong, but he was so good at it that they thought they were true. He was so good at BSing people. Get some donuts. Actually, I have leftover Captain D's upstairs, which I am getting hungry for. It was a very, very, very short cab ride, and only Tundov survived. So Tundov, fairs and squares, you won. So the question is, would you like what's behind curtain number 1, or would you like what's behind curtain number 2? Would you like curtain number 1? All right, curtain number 1 it is. And with that, this is how I give away my prizes now. Behind curtain number 1 is the Asian chess set. This is the. I told you guys it was going to come out sooner or later. I told you guys it was going to come out sooner or later. But this is. As I get the handle of it, I want it. With the dragons. And I'm going to just pop it open so you guys can see. So I can make sure all the pieces are still in their order spots. There are the black pieces. Ta-da! On. Come on, open up. And there are the various, they're kind of out of order, I know. And there are the various white pieces. Can we get it close up? All right, let's see. There is. Let me make sure I'm not getting one that's. I'm looking for the. Oh wait, I'm looking at the queen. There is the queen. Ta-da! The Empress of China. I know, it looks freaking amazing, doesn't it? I'm trying to get it to focus. It's hard for me to do when I'm standing here like shaking a little bit. Or we can reveal the White Knight. Ta-da! That, ladies and gentlemen, is some of the stuff you guys can actually win if you participate. All right, so gotta move. So, seal that up. The only reason I got this for so low is because it's actually missing the clasp to hold the black side down. But we put the lock back on it, like so. And we lock it back up. And tuned up, that will be going in your box. Ta-da! Very, very, very shortly. In fact, so shortly, I'm cheating on camera. Because I forgot the prize camera doesn't have the other webcam running. So you guys can't see me like peek through the green screen. You guys can't actually see me peek through the green screen. So wait a minute. Let's. Where is? Because, yeah, you guys actually missed me doing it. I did it. Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny. See, now I'm officially the Riddler. Wait a minute. Let me get my head low enough. Doesn't work. Doesn't quite work. Let's see if I can make it work. There we go. Now we're officially the Riddler. There we go. So So congratulations, Tundov. It only took you, what, 5 questions because I threw one out because it was ridiculously bad or ridiculously tough. All right, so like I said, so you guys actually saw the oldest traffic light was in, I would have swore it was Kansas City for some reason. For some reason, I would have swore it was Kansas City, and I can't remember why. But see, I still have other chessboards waiting to go out. This one is the Discovery of America set with the conquistadors and everything else. This is not going in the prize pile next week, just so you guys know. I got the Harry Potter set, which is kind of a letdown. I've got the Lord of the Rings set. I've got I want to show it, but I don't want to show it because it's going in the vault. I got the Simpsons set. I've got the drinking chess set. All right, Nerdy says let's play again. All right, let's do this. Who's interested? We know Nerdy's interested. I know exactly which one I'll do. I know exactly which one I'll do. I'll put Red versus Nerdy in this one. Unless somebody else wants to step up and join in. So we are playing for whatever is behind curtain number 2. And this one is basically you don't even have to know the answers to the questions. You just have to go right or wrong. All right, this is Red versus Nerdy in All-Star Blitz. All right, this is basically a game of phrases hidden by a few covered blocks. All you guys got to do is guess the mystery phrase. Shut your mouth. Yeah, you're supposed to eat with your mouth closed, Spot, just so you know. All right, so this is how, ignore these rules here for a second. All right, so we got Lethal, Jason, Batman, and Kyle. There are 4 guest stars. We just have to wait for this to load because it does take a second to load for some reason. And this is one I'm going to clean up a little bit when I get around to it, because I like how it works, but I feel like I've got a lot of wasted space right now. Yeah, but that reminds me. I meant to talk about that today. Now, you guys do know they were supposed to do the Area 51 rush tomorrow, right? Did you know that the guy that sort of organized it, moved it to a different location. I didn't know that till today. He moved it so it's like an Area 51 party now. All right, so this is how it's going to work. We are going to start with alphabetically 5-2 starts before T for the nerdy effect. So we're going to start with red. Oh, they did try it today? I didn't know they tried it. All right. Behind these six blocks up on the board, there is a mystery phrase. Okay? We're going to start with red. Red, you get to pick one of the stars that are still up there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I still think people were going to be dumb enough to do it. Whichever star you pick, Red, we're going to show you a trivia question. The celebrity under the question is going to give you what they think is the right answer. All you have to do is agree or disagree with, so you're going to go with number 12. Now, I will say there is one rule. If there is a single star that will reveal a box, that one has to be picked. Okay? So we're going to start with number 12. So here's the question for you, Red. What were Joe DiMaggio's two baseball-playing brothers called? All right? What were Joe DiMaggio's two baseball-playing brothers called? We asked Kyle that question, and he said their names were Dom and Vincent. He said their names were Dom and Vincent. Are you going to agree or disagree with Dom and Vincent? No, it is definitely not math. All right, you are going to agree. If it is Dom and Vincent, you are still in control of the board at the moment because you have not revealed any letters. You can take a guess even without any letters on the board. It is indeed Dom and Vincent. All right. So, Red, with this, you can take a guess at the board with no letters, or you can ask for a new star. So, which would you like? If we get a square that forces a letter reveal, you have to choose it. All right. Red, here is the next question. That's nerdy on the board. Why was I thinking that was lethal? I don't know. Which tire making company was famed for their blimp? And nerdy, computer nerdy, says it's Goodyear. So are you going to agree or disagree? Which tire making company was famed for their blimp? That guy is stupid. You are going to agree, and you would be, come on, mouse, 100% right. It is indeed Goodyear. All right, Red. There are 6 stars left. Which star would you like? Number 2. All right, so the question for Jason is, which explorer was actually the first to reach Africa's Cape of Good Hope? Which explorer was actually the first to reach Africa's Cape of Good Hope? And Jason says it was Bartholomew Diaz. I think I was supposed to say Bartholomew. Diaz. So, Red, you are going to disagree. The correct answer is Bartholomew Diaz. It was indeed Bartholomew Diaz who was the first explorer to reach the Cape of Good Hope. He actually called it the Cape of Storms because it's a very, very, very stormy location. All right, so that means Red has handed over control of the board to Nerdy. Now, Nerdy, you have a choice because, again, we have to choose a star that will reveal a box. So would you like star number 5, or star number 3, or star number 5? Number 5 it is. Now, this is how it works on a letter revealing board. If you get this right, okay, we're going to show you the boxes, the letters behind box number 1. You have to guess at the phrase. You have to. If you get the question wrong, we give it to Red. Red has to guess at the phrase. However, because you got the question wrong, control will go back over to Red. It gets a little complicated. All right. What human body part did Charles Vicente claim to successfully grow on a laboratory mouse after implanting cow cartilage cells shaped in a mold? Okay? And the fake Nerdy says it was a human nose. What human body part did Charles Vicente claim to successfully grow on a laboratory mouse after implanting cow cartilage cells shaped in a mold? Stupid Nerdy says it was a human nose. You're going to agree. The correct answer is a human ear. It is actually a human ear. All right. So what we do is we basically reveal. Let me make sure I remember my rules here. Red can't guess because he didn't get the question. So Red, you're going to actually see the first 3 letters on the phrase. Now, Red, you have to choose either star number 10 or star number 3.
Where every decision is a gamble and every
Because again, those will reveal boxes. Yeah, nerdy, you shouldn't call yourself a dumb bitch. You're supposed to call me the dumb bitch. All right. Here is star number 10. Which star of the Back to the Future movies appeared in Caroline in the City? Which star of the Back to the Future movies appeared in Caroline in the City, Red? Was it Leah Thompson? You're going to agree and say it was Leah Thompson? It was Leah Thompson. All right, now, because you got it right, we're going to show you the next box. You have to guess at the phrase, Red. Get it right, you win board 1. Get it wrong, you give it back to Nerdy. And it is a G. So you have to guess at the phrase. Spin City. I don't control where the questions come up. I think it randomizes them. So, Red, you got 1 minute to think about what this phrase could be. And so think about it. We're not going to force it on you. I still would have swore it was Kansas City for some reason. I don't know why that just keeps jumping into my head. I know there's something about Kansas City and traffic. Nope, it is not. The grass is always greener. All right, so that means we have to give the board back to Nerdy. Nerdy, would you like question 3, question 8, or question 11? Or I'm sorry, 3 or 11? So no matter what, you get Bat Stash. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, see, I would say yes, but for instance, when you use Lorraine as the answer, that's a little too small, I think. If you'd gone with Cleveland for the first one, I said that'd been a perfect one. All right. Question number 11 for you, Nerdy. In which country did the notorious security force known as the Tontons Macoutes operate? In which country did the notorious security force known as the Tontons Macoutes operate? Hey, I don't choose where the questions go. It's a famed security force.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to Breaking Bad.
And they were known for being vicious. Oh, the Bastash said, I forgot to give you what Bastash said. He says it's Haiti. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, what am I waiting for? It's like, oh, duh. You're going to agree. And you are 100% right. The Tonton Makutes were Papa Doc's private security force. All right, so with that, we are going to show Nerdy the R. All right, Nerdy. We have a phrase behind the board. T-H-E, and there are other letters up there, G-R. And just to let you guys know, it does break on words, so there is no wraparound. So we have Devalier. All right, if you pass, that means you give it over to Red. So just take a guess. Just take a guess. Trust me. It's worth it for a guess. The Stranglist. Nope, it is not the Stranglist. All right, Red, you are up. Would you like question number 3? So these are just the first letters of... No. The phrase is spelled out. The phrase is spelled out on the board. It is not first letters. All right, Red says number 3. So we are going to Batsesh again. Which television show had the first interracial kiss air? Which television show had the first interracial kiss air? And Batstash says it was Star Trek. So Red is going to agree, and it was indeed Star Trek. Nerdy said it was I Spy. Jason said it was Star Trek. Kyle would have said Star Trek. And with that, we are going to show Red the letters of H-I. All right, Red, this guess is key. This guess is key. We are looking for a phrase. Again, it is spelled out. So we have T-H-E-H-I and then G-R and certain letters. Nope, not the Hindenburg. All right, so Nerdy gets question number 8. So Nerdy, basically, if you get this right, you get to read the phrase. If not, Red gets to read the phrase. Here is question number 8. Which astronomical phenomena, the result of a supernova, was first seen by Chinese astronomers in 1054? Which astronomical phenomena, the result of a supernova, was first seen by Chinese astronomers in 1054? And Kyle says it was the Crab Nebula. Kyle says it was the Crab Nebula. So, Nerdy, are you going to agree or disagree with Kyle? You are going to disagree. The astronomical phenomena, the result of a supernova, that was first seen by Chinese astronomers was the Crab Nebula. It was indeed the Crab Nebula. So we have no choice but to show Red the last two boxes. Red, all you got to do is read off the phrase. It is indeed the high ground. Which means Red takes board number 1. Come on, mouse. Ah, it's not doing it. All right, but you got to take best out of 3. And because Nerdy lost round board 1, round 2, Nerdy will start. No, there are no wasted letters. It was, according to Chinese legend, or Chinese reports, there's a Chinese report that says they spotted it. They didn't call it the Crab Nebula, but they saw it. Theirs is supposedly the first recorded visual of the Crab Nebula. It was scientifically officially discovered in the 1800s. But it is said that the Chinese saw it and reported it, but didn't name it. But like I said, I don't know if that's true or not. I just go on what my sources say on that one. Yeah, but by that argument, you could say, because there are a lot of things the Chinese are credited for that they don't get credit for. And like I said, it was not called the Crab Nebula. Belvin may have called it that. I don't remember because I don't have all that details in front of me. It's sort of like the Chinese Chinese astronomers are credited for tracking Venus, I think. Yep, it is Red 1, Nerdy 0 at the moment.
Hidden in this jumble of letters is the name of the world.
Yeah, and that's what they think it was Crab Nebula.
Now you see it. That's how we play. Now.
Like I said, Belvin gets credit for it because, again, the Chinese didn't say what it was. They just had records of something in the sky, and they think that's what it was. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you on the Belvin argument. No. Like I said, you go back and look at any ancient record. By that argument, you could say the Greeks that discovered X, Y, and Z didn't discover anything because they didn't name it. Whatever. All right, Nerdy, you have control of the board. All the stars are available. All right, South, have yourself a good one, my friend. So South, Nerdy, which star would you like? Number 5 it is. All right. Question number 5. 95% of all U.S. avocado production occurs in which U.S. state? 95% of all U.S. avocado production occurs in which U.S. state? And Dub Nerdy says California. You guys might be surprised when the correct answer comes up on this one. You'll say no. Which state do you think it is? Because the actual one is California. 95% of all U.S. avocados are in California. I don't remember who's number 2. Florida, probably. All right, so Nerdy missed. That means Red, you have to take square number 2 because it gives us a box. I see why Nerdy went with 5 on that one. The first man-made probes to reach another planet were which Russian probes that reached Venus but were destroyed by conditions within half an hour of landing? The first man-made probes to reach another planet were what Russian probes that reached Venus but were destroyed by conditions within half an hour of landing? And Jason says they were known as the Venera probes. So Red is the man that wears a mask, not Batstash. Right. Red says, no, not the Venera probes. They are the Venera probes. They are the Venera probes. So with that, we reveal the box. Nerdy, you do not have to guess. And I'm going to have to take back something I said. This one might wrap around. Just so you know, this one might wrap around. So, Nerdy, you have a choice. You can take a guess at the puzzle, or you can take question number 3. Well, I never understood why they went for Venus. When they launched them, they knew Mars was a better choice. But for some reason, they went for Venus. All right, Batstash. Which U.S. state is known as the Empire State of the South? Which U.S. state is known as the Empire State of the South? And Batstash says it was Georgia. So Nerdy says absolutely right. And Nerdy would be 100% correct. All right, that means we are going to show Nerdy the DI. So we have ABA DI. Now that's possible. That is possible. All right, Nerdy, we revealed letters, so you have to take a guess. We have ABADI. If you get it wrong, then Red gets question number 4. Nope, it is not a bad indigo suit. All right, Red. Question number 4 is for you. After which battle did Abraham Lincoln declare, as it is, this war will be prolonged indefinitely? After which battle did Abraham Lincoln declare, as it is, this war will be prolonged indefinitely? Kyle says it was the Battle of Vicksburg. Red says, nope, not the Battle of Vicksburg. The correct answer is, I think this one's obvious. It was Gettysburg. It was indeed Gettysburg. So with that, Red, we have NF. So Red, we have revealed a board, which means you have to take a guess. We have ABADINF. If you get this right, it's 2 boards to 0. Red wins. If not, Nerdy gets to choose the next star. ABADINF. Nope, it is not a bad infield. All right, Nerdy. Now comes a little strategy. Actually, here comes a lot of strategy. Would you like number 9, 10, 11, or 12? You either are going to start revealing from left to right or right to left. Or you could go for like in the middle and kind of force the middle one out. So would you like number 9, number 10, number 11, or number 12? Number 9 it is. All right, this question is for Nerdy and Nerdy. This Aztecian god of storms is said to have reversed feet, a dog's head, and guide souls to the Aztec version of the underworld. This Aztecian god of storms is said to have reversed feet, show feet, a dog's head, and guide souls to the Aztec version of the underworld. According to Dub Nerdy, it is Zolotl. One of the few Aztec gods I can actually pronounce with no problems. Quetzalcoatl, Zolotl, Techicanafian? I can't say the other one. I should be able to, but I can't. You're going to agree, and is Dumb Nerdy right? Dumb Nerdy is 100% right. And that means we have to take star number 10. Star number 10 is Jason. And this is for Nerdy again. In which country? Yeah, Quetzalcoatl, that's the other one. In which country did Benedict Cumberbatch spend a year as an English teacher at a Tibetan monastery? I didn't know about the reverse feet. I knew about the dog's head and I knew about the underworld. In which country did Benedict Cumberbatch spend a year as an English teacher at a Tibetan monastery? According to Jason, it was Nepal. So, Nerdy, do we agree or disagree to reveal the letters and a guess? Nerdy says, yep, they got him there. No, he was in India. He was an English teacher in India, which means we have to show Red the next letters. So, Red, you have a choice. You can take a guess at the phrase, or you can take question number 11. Red is going to guess at the phrase. All right, Red. If you are right, you win 2 boards to none. If not, you give it right back to Nerdy. Red says he's a bad influence, and it is indeed a bad influence. Wow, it shouldn't have put any spaces in there. Somehow it put a space in there. Damn it! I'll have to fix that. So with that, Red takes it 2 boards to none. So congratulations to Mr. Red Walrus, who is now making me ship more stuff to Canada. All right, Red, congratulations. And with that, so what do you guys think about that one? Like I said, there were a couple of rule changes I enforced. One is if a letterbox can be revealed, it has to be revealed. You have to guess. The reason I changed that up was because one of the first times I ever did this game, Mark basically was playing somebody, and he was getting every question right, so the second player never had a shot. Well, the divisions are done by the computer, Spock. Basically what it does is it was supposed to put something in box 5. I don't know why it didn't. And then whatever letters are left after it does the first 5 boxes is supposed to drop in box 6. So I don't know why it split them up. That's what it shouldn't have done. So I do have to go back and check my programming a little bit. Because that's how it was designed. So you could have like A, B, A at top, D, I in the middle, and then influence would be in box 6. But what it's supposed to do is take anywhere from 1 to 3 of the phrases, letters in the phrase, put it in box 1, 1 to 3 of what's left in box 2, 1 to 3 of what's left in box 3, and so on and so forth across the board. But yeah, like I said, so there were 2 rule changes that I did to this. Originally, when I set this board up, just to show you guys,
Welcome to Las Vegas and welcome to Caesar's Challenge. Now, this is a game show where you not only get a chance to win this
I basically left all 12 stars up there.
$5,000 Lincoln Mark.
And the problem was, everybody picked a pattern that basically revealed like 2. It was everybody went for either the 4 and then the 1 and the 1. So it's like they would not try to clear out a letterbox until they got all 4, like the first 2 on the left and the first 2 on the left bottom, or vice versa. So I set it up so it automatically removes some stars. It removes 1 star from each column randomly, so I don't know which one it's going to remove. Then we force the rule where if there's only 1 star around a box, you have to choose that one. And that is what we call the mark rule. Because literally one night, Mark basically got every question, but he wouldn't guess the phrase. And I'm like, all right, I got to do something. Because I had somebody sitting on the other side, and they're like, when do I get to play? When do I get to play? And I'm like, all right, I gotta do something that will force it. Now, there are the occasional board setups where it'll end up forcing you to do that. Like, for instance, if something like that occurs, there's not much I can do about that. But you can't go, so you take 1, now you have to take 6. You you have to take 6 to release a box. And then the other rule was, once you pop a box, if you're the one in control that popped the box, you have to guess at the phrase. Praise Durst! So that was to kind of force people to play the entire game. Not just, oh, I'm smart enough to get every trivia question right. And then the other player is never going to have a chance. So I think I like it better with the rule changes. So let me know what you guys think. Anyway, so while we're doing that, we got to get over to curtain number 2 for red. And for red, in behind curtain number 2 is another game. Red will be getting the Iron and Ale game. This is actually the second one of these I've given out. I think Sari's got the other one. But this is the Iron and Ale game with dwarves and beer and mead. So that will be going to Mr. Red Waters. Another thing I got to ship to Canada. Of course, it probably cost me as much to ship it over to Texas for Nerdy anyway. But yeah, I'm trying. Like I said, that was one of those where it was, this setup isn't going to work. Oh, you've got that one? Oh, that's right. You do have that one, don't you? You do have that one. All right, we'll put that one back in the stream pile. And let me think what I can do for red then. I know, and like I said, with red, it actually convinced me to get the curtains done. Because that way I can do this one of 3 ways. I always have to flip it back or it doesn't work. I always have to flip it back or it doesn't work. So we can do it with both. And by the way, I still have not looked at the video. Just so you know, Red, I still have not looked at the video yet. So we do curtain 1 or curtain 2. But I like it better when it's from, let me get over to the one-player game for a second. But I prefer it when I go from this board to this one, because then it's like it lifts the camera. Let me try that again. So when we go from that one to, I really wish I had the damn 15 button thing. So it actually kind of like raises the curtain so you see what you get. I tried to set it up so I could like get on this, and then I could hit camera 1 and the curtain would actually float up, but I can't get it to work, which really sucks. That's what I wanted, but it didn't work just right. There's no way to do a filter for an object in Streamlabs. That's what I wanted. So it was like I could just go over to the camera, the prize screen, press button 1, and camera 1 would raise the video, the curtain. Doesn't work. I literally have to change scenes to make that one work. All right, so Red's giving that one back. Let me think for a minute, Red. Give me a minute.
An entertainment spectacular if ever there was one, where beauty is not only in the eyes of the beholder, but also on this very stage. Tonight, the $1.98 Beauty Show will
I'll tell you what, Red.
proof of all of those other so-called beauty contests. And although this is not a real contest, we will bring you our version of the All-American Beauty.
Oh, I gotta think about this.
Not only has personality and poise, but beauty and
I gotta figure out what I can substitute for you.
$1.98 Beauty Show will be bringing you tons of talented and beautiful women.
And I gotta take this out now because now everybody knows what it is.
Singing and dancing and praise
So this one actually comes out.
from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of San Tropez.
Um,
Now here's the host and star of the show, Mr. Beauty himself, Rick Taylor.
I know. I got one for you, Red. Let me choose one. Swap that up for you, Red. I want to go in there anyway next time around. So, Red, we are swapping out Iron and Ale for the Wildcats figure, which is Warblade. So Warblade is now going to go to Mr. Red Walrus. This was actually going to go in next. Ta-da! Trying to get it so for whatever reason this camera does really great up close, but the moment I pull back it goes out of focus. So Warblade is now officially yours, Mr. Red Walrus. And we are going to put that in the pile of stuff. It goes to Red. I need to put red stuff in a box. I really, really need to put red stuff in a box before it all falls over. And that way I can pay another $100 for shipping. That way I can pay another $100 in shipping. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:30, so we ran a little late tonight. It was a D-Live free night because D-Live is farked right now. Or at least with Restream it's farked. So it was basically Twitch or nothing tonight. So we are going to wrap things up. We're going to wish each and every one of you a very, very, very good night. Get myself back on camera for a second. So we will definitely be back on Thursday. Like I said, if you guys, for those of you that saw the earlier rant, I am asking you to please remove that name completely. And with that, we'll be back on Saturday. I might go prize shopping. I might not because I'm gonna box some stuff up and try to get some stuff out. Depends on how much money I actually have in the bank account. I really want to go prize shopping, but I gotta save it for the 29th. Shit. I'm thinking. I had something else that was semi-planned Saturday, but that's minor. Which one? Like Wizard World, Red? Wizard World is like, I just can't get into Wizard World anymore. It's kind of like I learned my lesson last time. Is basically you go for the yeah, there you go. I forgot about that. Tell her she's got her own ZCW character and come watch Nerdy. No, the big one in Canada is the one in Montreal. I've seen that one. I watched the guy that walks around as the Grinch, and he stays in character the whole time. I watched him in the Edmonton one, or was it the Montreal one? That guy was amazingly fun. All right, guys. So like I said, we're going to wrap it up. I'm getting hungry. I got food up in the fridge, leftovers. We will be back on Saturday, providing I don't fall asleep on the chair again and not wake up for 13 hours. And like I said, that's what happens Saturday. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, but how much is it going to cost you, Red, to go see Braun? That's the question. I like Braun. I think Braun is hilarious, and I think he is fun. So again, we're going to wish you guys a very good night. And since I can't de-live anything, give me 1 minute. I haven't done this in a while. Let's go see. Give me 1 minute. We're going to go see who's on. If anybody is on that's worth watching. Let's try. And so I'm hoping I don't pick somebody that does the follower only thing. If I did, I apologize. So let's go see what Exla is doing, shall we? With that, guys, we're going to wish y'all a very good night. And we will see you guys on Saturday.